Just over 2 weeks after a summit between President Trump and Kim Jong-un, it appears North Korea is upgrading its only known nuclear research facility. According to monitoring group 38 North, infrastructure improvements at North Korea's nuclear plant are quickly progressing. New buildings and a radiochemical laboratory are reportedly still active on the site, but whether the reactor is in operation is unclear. Of course, earlier this month, President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un signed an agreement designed to denuclearize the Korean peninsula, leading President Trump to prematurely declare that the country is, quote, no longer a nuclear threat. Joining us now is Isaac Stone-Fish. He is, of course, a CBSN contributor and senior fellow at the Asia Society's Center on U.S.-China Relations. Isaac, we weren't expecting this to happen. So what did 38 North discover, and how are they doing this? Are they using satellite images to try to track the movement of trucks? Is that how it works?
North Korea is full of surprises. They are using satellite images, and they, I think, work with a commercial satellite provider. They buy the images, they analyze them, and they find out things that we were just not aware of.
So what about the highly publicized blowing up of Yongbyon, the main nuclear facility in North Korea? That was supposed to send a signal to the world that their days of becoming more of a nuclear power are over.
So they blew up an older facility, and they've left this one to still be in existence. And I think what happened at the summit was the two leaders agreed to a very vague statement about denuclearizing the Korean peninsula. So it's unclear if this is a message that Kim Jong-un is trying to send to Trump and the United States, in essence, hey, we still got this, we're still doing this, or if this is something they just didn't expect the Americans to have any awareness of.
How dependable do you think this report is from 38 North? Is it possible that they maybe weren't continuing operations, but simply moving things around if they're seeing activity via satellite images?
I think 38 North did a good job of saying, hey, this is what we think is likely going on. Here's what we know to the best of our information. And North Korea is such an opaque country. It's very difficult to know what is actually happening, but I think we can trust the words that come from 38 North.
It'll be interesting to see how North Korea is presenting this information to its own people, because it's one thing what, we might learn through satellite images and other things, but it's another thing, they may be saying to their own people, we did blow up this one facility, but folks may know that this other facility is still intact. North Korea has broken its promises, especially in terms of its nuclear development in the past. Is this just another example of this, or do you think it's too early to really know?
I think it's too early to say that. I think it's great that you brought up North Korea's long history of not keeping the promises that they've kept. And we'll see if Trump decides to pick up on this, if Pompeo picks up on this as a sign that North Korea is being unfaithful, or if they'll just ignore it.
Is this possibly, really a slap in the face to the summit? The fact that, there was all of this pomp and circumstance about that they were going to denuclearize the peninsula and hugs and handshakes. But it looks like there's still activity happening, if this report is correct, on the sly.
I think it depends on how charitable you want to be towards Trump and Kim. A charitable view is, hey, it takes North Korea a while to make these changes. It's not an efficiently run country. It's very chaotic. It could be that the message just hasn't gone to this facility. And the satellite images, I think, were 5 days old, so it's roughly 9 days after the summit. That's a more charitable view. The uncharitable view is Trump got very little in exchange for what he gave up in the negotiation, and North Korea feels so comfortable about its relationship with Trump that they are able to do this with impunity.
Isaac Stone-Fish, always great to have you on.
Thank you.